Ghana abambuo ane wakwan ya yefa so a yeto aba ya chese achichechemu ahodo bebre na emu baako aya aba yeto ade eyi ampotampotam assembly members said beya wonum so bekwakoya na musifo awa assembly ho na ampotam krono nioma ekoso na chese nya wonum so de ho asaba kwakodom womo aso ne giremu ehwe said beya empuntusam betimi akoso awo yempotampotam na enfie nan bia ane yeto saa aba no ade eyi mpanyfo ya wonomo etisa nyakopo eya adom na adom bi edom ya echena ebrada December ne de toso du enkro na enhihia mpanyfo digu akwamu no womu ebiemu amasa abato no atimi akoso ene omanfo dodo na no na abodawuru ede afa abato ehunu okwampa ebetimi afa so ebebo ama bibia timi akoso na wunim se afe apem ma hankro aduokro mienu ye amamuomra no ama adwumako baako ekwan se ababia ya ye beto no wonmo na hweso ebo ama bibia timi ekosom eno electoral commission ene mami Jemensa ya cheso no chairperson tibrekese ya woda adwumakuo ya nom ene ensentrofo edi ahiemu kyerkyere enioma hodo a wonomo edi agu akwamuo de wonomo epese womo se de be beboa ma abato no ebetimi akoso ma bibia nso atoto na kwamu na wode atwedwa akyerese sabredi obetimi akase electoral commission aye krado ama ni mema maya womo amate omagumu nyina no wonomo ejina tete bia sese ode ama no wasanso ede ama wonomo ahwe anim se abato no ebekoso ama bibia atoto na kwam.
Voting will take place in all electoral areas across the country, with the exception of Ikwanza North and Ikwanza South districts. This is because both districts had their elections in voting will take place instead of 2019. Hence, the term of office of the Assembly and the Unit Committee of those two districts will expire in 2025. Voting, as you all know, will commence at 7 a.m. and end at 5 p.m. in all polling stations across the country. All eligible voters are therefore expected and urged to go to their respective polling stations to cast their votes. Registered voters whose voter identity cards are missing can still go to their respective polling stations to cast their votes, since their particulars are already in the final register, and also their particulars have been incorporated and uploaded in the biometric verification devices, and therefore voters who have misplaced their voters' ID cards are still encouraged to go to their respective polling centers to cast their votes. As part of the Commission's preparations towards the conduct of the district level elections, the Commission undertook some major activities, most of which you are aware of, and we engaged you extensively on those activities. The activities include the limited registration exercise, the exhibition of the voters' register. We also had a period for the transfer of votes, and also the receipt of nominations from prospective candidates, as well as the mounting of platforms across the country. In most of these activities, we engaged you and you worked with us and provided adequate, relevant information to the citizens.
Onua 95.1.
I must emphasize that all categories of election officials have been recruited and trained at the national, regional, and district levels to prepare them adequately for their respective duties. In all, some 116,701 election officials have been trained and equipped for the district level elections. They include returning officers, deputy returning officers special duties, presiding officers, key trainers and technicians, verification officers, and ballot issuers, amongst others. Almost all, and I would say that all our election materials and equipment required for the district level elections have been procured in sufficient quantities and dispatched to the various regions and districts. The notice of poll have been posted at advantage areas at all polling stations and electoral areas across the country. Ballot papers for the DLE have also been printed and dispatched to the various regions and districts under police escort. And this is with the exception of some districts in the eastern region, which are currently being dispatched as we speak. But I'd like to emphasize that all ballot papers for the DLE have been printed and dispatched to the various regions and districts under police escort, with the exception of some districts in the eastern region which are being dispatched.
We ane ahubabua electoral commission chairperson ya wadano ma me Jemensa hede etu edwa na woto ne kasa so no de atu edwa akere se saa abato eduru so a nipa kra dodo na enimu se obia ya cheso akere ni din ewo abato ehoma ekrata mu no obetimi akọ na wakwakoto bi we nim no ya na ebinim susu se nipa bi na chese ayi onum a womo eto abete sa osi da bi ente sa na emu no esese encherechere ntimo koso mu obia hunu se de eduru so se yakoto mampanyi aba amanfo de akukuhwe ase yakoto MP aba amanfo chese yakoda hokura mpo ma de eche ansana womo atimi akoto no sa pepepe na asanre manfo so de no so etie to bia hwese de be ya wode ne ho abegime sanse afi bia na yeto a kwa ne sade enipadodo epie se omo beto aba no ba ne sade eba form
A positive turnout, and we will have a turnout which is well above what we witnessed in 2019. Additionally, educational posters have also been posted in conspicuous places to inform and educate the citizens of the election. I'd like to mention that the Commission has also provided accreditation to a number of civil society organizations and development partners who have written and have applied for accreditation. As you may be aware, the media, we have a standing agreement with the media where accreditation is provided free of all charges. And so we are hopeful that and confident that the media would go and observe and cover the elections across the country.
Ne krakra no wode atwedwa akyerese dwuma bia ya wudie nom esese wohunu se nipa bi ewo society ni mu a ya na chese om de odomankoma ba ade no ya na chimato bi aba nipadua ni mu eti emasa de yeye nneoma no mntimi nya ne pepepe se de sefata ebi okura mpa na yade amanani afra obi onso ebi akwanhia nti na chese ne nsa ye twetwa bi afri ho obi ohonso a ebia ye wo no na chese wanya wo haw awa wo mu amani nti watochima awu nipadua mu sa enipa nyina wo nso awo hokwa wa adwene se so mo akire wo mo adwene eti yisi eso ayensiesie ene hihye aguo no asa nipa nyina won kose ekoto aba wo betimi akoto ma ba pepepe.
That persons with disabilities, the aged and nursing mothers should be given some preferential treatment at the polling stations. We do not expect that this category of persons will join long queues at the polling stations, and we treat eligible voters to allow them to vote in a timely manner should they arrive at our polling stations. In addition, the Commission has provided tactile ballots, jackets, and ballot papers for persons who are visually impaired. And this is in no short supply across the country, and therefore persons who are visually impaired will be able to cast their votes with the use of the tactile jackets. As you may be aware, in our efforts to ensure a good turnout at this year's district level elections, we have engaged in extensive radio and TV advertisements and educational programs to sensitize the general public on the upcoming district level elections. We have conducted interviews both at the national, regional, and district levels. We have engaged various stakeholders. We have held stakeholder workshops for women, for persons with disability, for the youth. We've also conducted, and I'm sure you hear some of our jingles which go on the radio and TV. And this is across the country, so it's not just limited to the national level, but it's at the regional level and it's at the district level as well.
Echina nyankopon eye adoma batwa bekoso de koyi asanme members no ehwo enkyerɛkyerɛ nsiesie niam esese de egu akwamu adwumaku a womo ene domo abamu electoral commission ena tibreke sauda no Jemensa wachichirimo ede amaye
Onua 95.1 FM. Yeah,